With so many AI meeting note takers, it can be difficult to choose which note taker could be right for you. In this video, I wanted to compare 3 different meeting note takers, Bluedot, Notion AI, and Fathom to compare and contrast them. If you find this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Let's dive right in. First, let's go over Bluedot. Bluedot is an AI note taker that works in your Chrome browser and enables you to record your meetings across multiple platforms without using bots. It works with Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams, as well as the ability to record your screen anywhere. To get started with Bluedot, you'll need to install the Chrome extension. So Bluedot works with a Chrome extension to avoid having bots join all of your meetings, which makes it different from other AI note takers. And once you have the Chrome extension, you can go ahead and sign in. And as you can see, it's a pretty simple interface that is easy to use. When you want to record a meeting, all you have to do is use the Chrome extension here. So as you can see with the Chrome extension, it allows you to record your screen, which makes it very versatile as well. So you don't necessarily need to join a Google Meet, Microsoft Teams meeting, and so on. You can also use it on Zoom by sharing your screen. You can choose camera, also what kind of microphone you're using, and then start recording. You can also choose the language as well. So it has a more accurate transcription. I'm going to go ahead and start a Google Meet so you can see how this works. I'm going to click New Meeting. So now I have a meeting that started here, and what I can do is now start the AI note taking by clicking my Chrome extension here, and now it automatically sees that I have a Google Meet going on, and I can choose what kind of notes it takes. So is it the general notes, question and answer, all of these things? So I can choose that and then choose what it's picking up, which is my MacBook Pro microphone. And then you can see that there's the no bot here, video/audio, language, as well as auto, and then I can start capture. So now you can see this message here so that you can let people in your call know that you're recording this. So I'm just going to record a very quick meeting test. Once I'm done with this recording, what I can do is click the blue dot mark here, and then I can save. So now it's going to start generating a transcript for me as well as a title. So it recognizes the speaker, which is unique for a non-bot based note taker. You can also chat with AI regarding the recording. So what was this about? And here it says this meeting was about a video production update. So it's pretty spot on there. There's an overview. There's action items. There's various topics that were discussed here like this, which is really useful. And you can also add custom templates here so that it generates something custom that you would find useful for your specific meeting needs. So if I go add custom template, you can add a custom template here with custom prompts. So you can write your own prompts and save those and then use them. So I like the flexibility here and the way that you can customize this and not only just use what's included inside of the AI note taker. And if I click here, I can see the bullet points for this meeting. You can also save to Notion by clicking here. So as you can see, it's immediately saved to Notion just with one click. You can also generate an AI email by clicking here. And as you can see, it basically generates a follow-up email directly from the transcript itself, which is really cool. So it just connects to your email. And you can, of course, share this with other people. You can move it to folders, and you can do additional things here like download the recording, transcripts, and so on. So I think that this is a very flexible and easy to use UI compared to a lot of other note takers that I've seen, with also so many features such as this generate AI email, the AI chat. And I really like the way that it's a one-click button to save to Notion as well. So here in the workspace settings, you can adjust things like your notes templates. You can also add members. So you can also use this for team use as well, which is useful. Next, let's go over the pricing of Bluedot. So here are the pricing plans for Bluedot. You can definitely get started for free. If you want to be able to have meetings with video, unlimited duration, custom meeting templates, and so on, as well as import, so you can import meetings into Bluedot, then the Pro or Business plan could be useful for that. And there's also Enterprise plan as well. If you're interested in trying out Bluedot, who's the sponsor of today's video, be sure to check the link in the description. I think that Bluedot really excels in being a simple but functional note taker, and not having bots in the meeting is a huge plus. It has just enough features without feeling overwhelming. Next, let's go over Notion's AI Meeting Notes. This is a built-in feature inside of Notion that you can use anywhere by typing /AI Meeting Notes. Like Bluedot, it doesn't require a bot, but it is more simple and basic tool compared to other built-out AI note takers. So for the AI Meeting Notes, you can simply type /AI to get started. It's very simple. You can simply click Start Transcribing here. If you want to adjust the settings, you can click here to see the language, the format, the consent message as well, which you can just play before you start transcribing. All you would have to do is just click Start Transcribing. So now if I'm over here on my Google Meets, I can click New Meeting, and then I'm going to start an instant meeting. So you can already see that Notion is already recording this by this icon here. The flexibility of the AI Note Taker in Notion is basically the fact that you can record anything, but it doesn't record the screen. It doesn't record the speaker as well. I'm just going to quickly test it out by recording a test script. So now the meeting is finished, so I'm going to go ahead and end the call. And you'll also have to go back to your Notion. It's already analyzing the transcript. So here you can see various action items show up from Notion as well, which is useful. And a quick summary of the meeting itself as well as the notes. And as you can see with the transcript, it doesn't record who the speaker is, which other more dedicated AI meeting note takers have. There's not so much you can do with this as well, so it's very simple to use, but it's also very basic. So for the format of the summary and things like that, you can't really adjust that template. Kind of like with Bluedot, you can actually make custom prompts for your summaries, which I like. It doesn't necessarily record the video as well. However, if you like keeping everything in Notion, you already have Notion and Notion AI, then it could make sense to use Notion's AI Meeting Notes. So regarding pricing with Notion, since it's part of Notion's business plan to use the AI features, you will need to use the business plan or higher in order to access Notion AI Meeting Notes. So I would recommend you use it if you already are using Notion in your day-to-day operations and you already have a business plan, then I think it's great. But if you need more robust features like the team use cases, customizing your summary prompts, and being able to record video as well as audio and recognize speakers, then other note takers might be better for you. Next, let's go over Fathom. Fathom is a versatile AI note taker that has many features that can be useful, especially for teams to analyze how meetings went with an intuitive UI. It works with Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams. When you first start using Fathom, you will need to use the Fathom app. So Fathom is a tool that uses bots to enter your meeting in Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams. So you will need to have that app, but then there is more accuracy typically when it actually joins the meetings. So here's what the interface looks like for Fathom. I'm going to start a Google Meet so that I can try out how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start Meeting. And when I start it, Fathom is going to already know that a meeting has been started because I have the app installed. I can click Start Recording, and the recorder is going to just join this meeting. So now I can see my note taker joining the meeting. I can click Admit, and now my Fathom note taker is in the meeting. So it's going to be taking notes for me while I have that meeting. And I can do skip and start recording now. What's cool about this app-based approach is that you can capture certain highlights while I am doing the recording, like positive reaction, and I can end highlights like this. So you can actually flag things that happen in the meeting while it's happening and then click different buttons. So now I'm done with this, and since this is just one person talking, it actually has a monologue detector, which I also find very useful. And now I can end the call. And once I have that ended, I can also end this one as well. And you can see all of these statistics here. So now if I go back to my calls here, I will see this impromptu Google Meet recording appear here where I can open it up. And you can see some of the annotations that I've made during the call, which is really useful. So I like this interactive element. You can copy the summary like this and paste it into different places. You can see the transcript here. And you can also chat with AI about this call. So you can ask it about what the timelines were discussed, and so on. You can also see a scorecard. So I think that this part is also very interesting with Fathom, is the team use cases, so that you can actually have a scorecard for the meeting with different rubrics. So you can score based on how for example, sales calls should go, so that everyone in your team has a metric in order to improve their calls. That's definitely very useful. Go back to my main page here. This is where you can do the scorecard, which is the coaching part here. I can see the score, which is 50% according to this rubric. One downside to Fathom is that there are no direct integrations with Notion at the moment. So if you're a Notion user, you're not going to be able to have your meetings directly go there. You'll have to use a third-party tool in order to connect your meetings going to Notion. The other thing is that fact that you have to use a bot, that there's a little bit less flexibility in terms of being able to just record your screen and so on. You have to have that bot join Google Meet, Zoom, or Microsoft Teams. Now let's go over the pricing for Fathom. So Fathom is free to get started, and you get premium features, 5 calls per month. Then there's also the premium here, as well as the team use. So the team use allows you to use those team collaboration elements. And then there's also the business plan as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this can help you choose which AI note taker tool is right for you. There are definitely more tools than I was able to cover in this video. If you have any recommendations or experiences with any of these tools, feel free to comment below, and I hope to see you all in the next video.